flat third dimension. Nothing appears abnormal about this Rubik's Cube until you realize it is a two-dimensional image. This illusion is created with a distorted perspective of an image that requires to be viewed at a specific vantage point to create the 3D effect. This is the same method used in the very popular 3D sidewalk art. The Ames Room. The Ames Room illusion creates a cartoonish and very intriguing effect of drastic size differences between people and objects. By tricking your depth perception with an irregular shaped room, the walls, ceiling, and floor align in a way that will appear normal at just the right angle. This causes everything else in the room to appear to warp in size. Following eyes. Here is a simple but very effective illusion that makes it look like these little guys are watching you. This is done by manipulating the way you see perspective and the brain's natural ability to pick out faces and patterns. The head is actually concave, and this sets up a contradiction in your brain to make it look like it's turning to follow you. The dress. Whether you see black and blue or white and gold, this dress has caused debate and confusion. Though the dress is indeed black and blue, it has become a popular example of color constancy. Depending on individual perception, as well as current room lighting, the dress can be seen as either black and blue or white and gold. Circle illusion. It is easy to assume that these dots are moving in a circular pattern. However, they are not. Each dot is traveling in a straight line while on its own path from one end of the circle to the other. By adding each dot one by one, you can see the illusion come into place.
Aha. So you had an idea? Yeah. So my idea is kind of still in the works, but if you'll be supportive about this, it's a stone parachute. My god. Bro, that's a pretty crap idea. No, I was just kidding. Illusions Part 4? How about it? Welcome everybody. This is Illusions Part 4. First, let's look at this guy's face. nearly straight after. That's why Shinji could. Okay, I'm 100% legitimately sorry about that. I can only blame this comment for giving me the idea. Anyway, on to our final illusion. Stare at the center. Regarding the jump scare, I think it would be funny if nobody said anything in the comments about it. That way, anyone who watches this video will royally crap their pants. Yay. So please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, comment down below if you want more, and last but not least, stare at something right now.
Motion illusions. These images are not animated, but they appear to be moving due to the cognitive effects of interacting color contrasts and shape positioning. If you're feeling skeptical, pause this video and watch as these images continue to wave, twist, and pulse. Animation illusion. This clever and old-timey technique creates a multiple frame animation on a single sheet of paper. By manipulating the mind and eye, these still images come to life using a simple graded card. Drop-off room. This 3D painted room is enough to trigger one's acrophobia, as it seems to be a massive drop-off. This painting was created by Master of Optical Illusions, Regina Silveira, whose work often contains a larger-than-life bent reality. Yes, no. Artist Marcus Rates specializes in optical illusions with his mind-manipulating 3D creations. A prime example of his work is this sculpture of the word yes that can be read from one angle, but move to another angle and it morphs into the word no. Backwards chair. This chair appears as normal as a chair can be at first glance, but just wait until this man has a seat. It might feel surreal at first, but this chair is actually built in a warped and irregular way that makes it look like it is facing one way, but in fact, it is facing the other way.
I mean, when I first made part 1, I didn't think I'd be this far, but that's all down to you guys. The support on my videos has been huge, so thank you. I should stop wasting time and get right down to it. So stare at the middle at that black dot. The blue should have disappeared, leaving just a gray screen. It looks as if these people are hurrying home during a storm. That's why Shinji Kagawa's ball is so cool. When I first saw this illusion, I thought, there's some kind of magnets or something like that. But, in fact, it's just perspective, isn't it, He actually made the balls roll downwards, although it looks like they're rolling upwards. Smart, smart, smart. Which road looks different? You're probably gonna choose road number 3, so let's keep in mind that 3 looks different. But if we move road 1 to road 3, you will notice they look very alike. And if we move road 3 to road 1, they also look very similar. Which means, oh my god, no way! Road 2 is the one that's different. Wow. Stare with all your might at Shia LaBeouf.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it!
You should have noticed that much of the confetti disappeared. To some people, this looks just like a bunch of lines. But if you focus on it even more, you will notice it becomes the letter E. Stare at the center. This year is the infamous rice love test. If the outsides turn green, then it means you have a moderate love for rice. But if the outsides disappear, well, that means that you subconsciously crave this little grain. There is a hidden illusion within this picture. Can you see it? You'd think that putting a stick through these 2 squares is impossible, but
Nothing is impossible!
how is he putting a stick through those squares? That's impossible, it seems. But of course, it's possible when you just twist around the model. Stare closely at the red plus sign. I've noticed, for some reason, Obama appears a lot in my illusion videos. And I know exactly why. It's because he has a face born and raised from heaven itself. No doubt about it. Anyway, keep staring at the red plus. Keep on staring. Just a little bit more. Just a tiny bit. Okay, now look at the ceiling and blink as fast as you can. Put your hand over the moving particles. It should suddenly speed up after you do this. Comment down below which way the wheel is turning, clockwise or anti-clockwise. Did you know that you can see your own blood vessels inside your eye? Sounds weird, but it is possible. Do the following while looking at a white screen. I will put a white screen after I explain how to do it. First, make a little hole between your fingers like this. Try and look through the hole while shaking your fingers ever so slightly up and down. Make sure the hole moves less than the diameter of the hole itself. You should start to see little idle lines between the hole. These are your blood vessels. Stare at the center of the illusion. Keep on staring. Stare some more. Keep on staring